just getting ready. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, we got a little bit of Soul Land reloaded up today. So we got a few new events, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. Let's run over the common stuff first. Okay, so we got you know, the standard weekly fund, special fund. These are of course pay. Zoo King's concert, of course, is still up, so make sure that you are participating in that, and make sure that you sweep that once you get an S or an SS plus. Which is what I got, was an SS. I got an SS plus rating. Then you'll be able to get in the shop and snatch up these Dusk Cold Terror Claws, which is of course the only place you're going to get them without paying. So definitely want to make sure you can grab up all of those. A bunch of other stuff in here as well. All this stuff's pretty good. You know, any of it except for probably these two, which you can get elsewhere. But you should be able to, you know, just grab what you can, but definitely get the Terror Claws. That would be the first thing that you want to take care of. The same as you want to look in the peak battle, and you want to make positively sure that you are able to, inside of the peak battle, which is right here, make sure that you do snatch up the Divine King Soulbone Fragments, because another item that you really can't get unless you're willing to pay for it, okay? So just make sure that you do snatch that. Daily events, nothing going on in here. It's pretty much the same as always. We do have a couple time limits. We have the standard Awakening chest. You want to do this. It's got a little surprise in here. You can actually get the shards inside of here. So this is 30 shards for the Judgment Scales shard, plus you get a nice little hunk of some of the sunken silver, so that's nice. I've also got the active wheel. You know, make sure you run through this, clear it out each day, you know, so that you can get the rewards at the end. That's one of the nice ways to get that. So that's up. Now we do have the Judgment Scales up, which is where you get the 30 shards from in a previous event. This is the actual event. This is a divine tool, so it's expensive. Okay, I hope you saved your cha-ching, because you're going to spend a lot of it inside of the sale. We're looking at, you know, 6 and 9 for all this stuff, so make sure that you take that into account just for these two items. And it's going to cost if you want to get a lot of this stuff. Okay, $37.50 there. And these are just for the SS plus ones, so you know, SS. You're gonna be spend a little bit of money if you want to get some of this stuff, but they don't have divine tools very often. Okay, and then they've got this Lucky Secret Treasure. This is associated with it. This is the event. Remember, this is the event that I tell you about, that you need to make sure that you go into Woo and set the Metal City to automatically sweep for you, so that you don't have to worry about it. But you need to do it because you need to get 18 sweeps, okay, in 3 days, okay, which means you're going to need to, you know, do maximum sweeps each day. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to. You can get 6 a day, okay. Next day, you get 6, you get 12, and then finally to get 18, and that will get you 5 of the actual happy coins, which you can then use inside of here. This is a pretty good, it's a divine tool. It's got the Judgment Scale in here, and there's a bunch of other stuff in here as well. Okay, so, you know, I would probably go ahead and utilize it on this, just because it's a divine tool. But you can save them, they'll be saved, so it's not like you have to use them immediately. But just make sure that you go into your Woo, okay, go into your gameplay in your Metal City, and set it to sweep 3 times, okay, and it'll automatically do it for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, and that will, of course, allow you to gain the tokens in here. So don't forget to do that. You have to do it each day. You miss a day, you're out. You're not going to be able to get the 5 happy coins. All right. Battle Pass. You should clear it. Should be cleared by now. Make sure you see this. Make sure you see this before Sunday of each week. If you do, you'll have 80 or 81 when the event ends. Okay. So as long as you're seeing this, you're on track. Okay. So you don't have to track anything except on a weekly basis. Make sure you hit the weekly XP limit, and you will be in good shape at the end of it. And you definitely want to get the end of it so that you can get the actual token. All right, so keep that in mind, and you got to keep with it. It's not something you can really. I usually get it closed on Friday or Saturday. Okay, very seldom have I have to actually extend it into Sunday. So you do have a little bit of leeway that you can play with it, but just try to make sure that you've got it cleared before Sunday ends. Otherwise, you might have to end up spending a little bit more. I mean, it's for 10 levels. You're going to have to spend 8,400, period. Okay, you're only going to get to 80. That's all you can get to in the Battle Pass without choosing the bottom. You can get to 80. Okay, the token is at 90, so you're going to have to purchase 10 levels. Okay, which is 8,400 diamonds, but that'll get you the token. Okay, so that's what you need to do. Now you need to make sure that you get there, otherwise you're going to have to spend a couple thousand more diamonds just to get one or two extra points. So it's not very so just make sure that you can get to 80. I usually hit 81. I usually actually sometimes I get like into 81, and then but you can only purchase 10. Purchasing 5 and 4, it's cheaper to just get 10 levels. So but just make sure 80, and that's where you should be when the event ends. And then you hit that 80 on Friday or Saturday, buy the 10 shards, that'll take you up to 90, or buy the 10 levels for 8,400, bam, take you to 90, get the token, claim the token, you're done, and wait for it to reset. Okay, so keep that in mind. Nothing else really going on at this particular time, just the Awakening event inside Time Limited active wheel for the weekend, and then of course the Divine tool, okay, Judgment scale. It's a nice little tool. But again, divine tools are neglected. There's really no way to successfully hit divine tools and get a lot of stars in them unless you're willing to spend. Because as you can see, even the triple S's, I barely got them to 2. Okay, didn't have any trouble with the SS pluses and the SS, but yeah, there's just too much going on. Then there's not enough. They don't give you enough of the shards. On these divine, on the hidden weapons and stuff, they have events where where you can start getting stuff. They give you events where you'll be able to get shards for them. Okay, so you can see the SS. I've got just about all of these. 1, 2, 3 of them maxed out. Okay, I didn't have any of the SSs. I mean, I had like 2 stars in them because they just don't give you enough shards to really make a difference. So I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more. The Spirit Souls are the sort of kind of the same way, but you can actually make a little bit of a dent inside of the Spirit Souls. As you can see, I did manage to get 4 on the Chaos Bird, and I'm well on my way to 5. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm starting to focus a little bit on the SP now. The SPs, you can hit a lot on this spiritualization and max it out with the liquid. So these breakthrough stones, I've been getting a lot of questions on these. These are located in the Spirit Shop. Okay, so you need to make sure that you go into, easiest way to remember it is just Skull Pagoda. They're associated with this. Okay, so you need to go to the Spirit Shop, and right here, weekly, you'll be able to get, I think it's 35. I believe is what it is. So it's 3,500 diamonds and some of the coinage, which as you see, the coinage is not that much of a problem. Just want to make sure you have 30. So this is where you can get the shards, okay? You also get some of the shards when you actually defeat one of the stages here. As you beat it, you'll get some shards as well. If you look right here. Let's see, 70. Okay. So yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, so you can get them right here, completing these levels. Now, as for, and you'll be able to use these once you get 225. You'll be able to, of course, use those to actually get it. Now, that's pretty much all that's going on at this particular time. We should be seeing festival events here pretty soon. We're into November now, mid-November. Coming up on the Thanksgiving season. It's not really a thing in China, so but they do tend to have start having the festivals for the Lunar New Year and stuff. So we should be start seeing that stuff pretty soon. as well as the characters. Of course, we're going to be seeing some more. For Chen, I believe is who we're on right now. I'm hoping BB Dong will be next, but that should be 4 weeks from now. So it should be right the beginning of early December. Okay, we should start seeing her come out. And like I say, she's definitely one that you want to go for. Okay, considered to be the strongest of the SP characters by pretty much everyone I've talked to who plays on the China server. They said that she tends to be the strongest of the SPs. So her and Wu are the two strongest. My assumption is that we'll probably see another healer as the. I think the last two are coming up. So the last two, you're going to see BB Dong and a healer, most likely, is what I'm thinking. Or a healer and BB Dong. I'm not sure. But anyway, so yeah, so she's definitely one that you want to save your points, which is what I'm doing. She'll be replacing. Most likely be replacing Hugh on the team, and moving Hugh to be the lead on my secondary team, which you need secondary teams now. It's all about that. They're even getting into events that have to require 3 teams, such as the peak battle. And if you want to complete that, you really need to have 3 teams. I've been getting some questions about the peak battle as well. I just set my 2 strongest teams at 2 and 3. Okay, I just feel that was the best way to go. You need to have 3. You need to have 3 teams. Okay, and I set these 2 to be my strongest and this to be my weakest. Okay, I divided my things. I divided, strong, and I put all of my best in here. Okay, and then in my second and third team, and then the first team I just left them on those. Okay, because most people stick that on the first team, and then the second and progressively team sweeper. I never have any trouble getting my 5 wins. If you look at my reward, I get the 5 wins. I usually get 5, 6, 7 wins easily. It's generally not that difficult, and you do it 10 times because that's what the thing calls for. Now just make sure you complete it. Okay, it doesn't cost if you want to continue after 10 to make sure that you get the wins you can. It's just it's RNG, so sometimes you're gonna get. I mean, I've come up against teams that have much more BP than me, and I've won, and then I've come up against teams where my BP was a little higher and I've lost. Okay, so there's really no rhyme or reason. You can't choose who you're going up against. You see, you hit start, I have no idea who I'm going up against. Okay, so I can't arrange my teams in a different format. So you just need to set it up however you want to set it up, and just go for it. Okay, that's the easiest way to do it. Okay. As you can see, this person has a lot more BP, and he's got his set up on 1 and 3. So but there's no rhyme or reason, so you can't really, do any type of strategizing. Okay, so I set mine on 2 and 3, and that works fine for me. I win most of the time, 5 or 6 times, and that's all I need. Okay, and that's all because that's all you only need to win 5, and you'll complete all of it. Do it 10 times, win 5 of them, and you're good to go. But really what you're looking for is you're looking to actually get into this right here. This is where your biggest amount of peak coins come from. And you of course, to get those so that you can get these is 2,500 for each of these. So just make sure, I like to keep a little bit in stock for that. And then from here on out, it's just after what you want to do. I really would focus on these 3 lines would probably be your best bet. Okay, you can get shards other places. Dragon's Core, you could do it if you got left over, but I prefer to just go for these first. This is used for your mortal herbs. This is for use for advancing your martial soul. Spirit source is of course going to be in your soul bones. So that's all stuff that you can, utilize at all times. It's a consistent resource that you need to continue to gather. So that's why I like to go for it. So anytime I can see it, I go for it. Otherwise, there's really not a whole lot going on. I'm liking the new interface. I do like this. I found out that this interface is a lot more fluid than the other one. Once you get used to it, I can pretty much knock out pretty much everything I need to do in like 40 to 45 minutes in the morning using Woo. Okay, if you're using Woo, then you just got to go through and fussy everything up and get it all nice and pretty. Start your soul beast. Run your first trip for the day inside of the actual treasure, because you're running 1, 2. You want to run, you get 2 a day, run it, leave it, and then run it in the evening. Okay, that's what I do because I run 2 each day. Okay, you need that for the sec to win that because that's 2100. And the Stoder Force, you want to run Soul Beast, you want to run in the morning, 1 in the evening. So I'll do some stuff in the evening. Also, in the evening, I'll do another run on the stamina. Okay, and then that will allow me to run my second set, which will enable me to get my Soul Beast evasion and get my mutated beast to run. Okay, and then I run a bunch of this stuff. So, you know, everything gets done. I do this on a daily basis. So it's like 40, 45 minutes in the morning, maybe 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes in the evening. And that's all I have to do. And I can do it on my tablet, so I can do it from anywhere. I don't even have to be here in front of the machine. I don't do anything in front of my machine except the videos, because the emulator can't handle the calculations after the battle ends. It just shuts it down. Okay. I've tried 64-bit, didn't help. So I'm not exactly sure. It works okay on my tablet, so I can't really do much in terms of fighting on the emulator, so I just don't play with it. That's why everything seems to have a red dot, like I didn't touch it, but I did. When I leave in the morning, after everything is gone, there's no red dots left. And when I get in the evening and when I'm finished tonight, there'll be no red dots. So yeah, so that's just, yeah, so an hour and a half each day allows me to gather all the materials and whatnot that I need. So that's where we're at. But yeah, so make sure that you do your events. But yeah, I do like it's very fluid. Once you get the hang of it, I run from this way, run through like this. Okay, I'm really hoping that they will put the actual Trial Treasure House for the Divine Power. I was hoping they'd put this in Woo, but they have not as yet. So you need to make sure that you go in and do this, because it allows you to get some of the inlays that you need for the actual Soulmaster domain. You can get all the inlays and stuff in there so that you can keep building these up. I'm focused on this one. I'm going to focus on this one, then I'll focus on this one, then I'll go back to this one. This is an attack one. Okay, this is more of a protection one. I like to do it as this. HP, attack. Okay, and then this is sort of like healing type thing. It reduces their speed. The domain will reduce the opponent's team and their energy, recovery speed, and 40% chance to reduce the target's energy. So this is sort of like reduction of their energy. So HP, attack, energy reduction. Okay, I focus on this one first, then I'll focus on this one, then I'll focus on that one. So that's the way I've been jumping around between them, alternating on them. You get each day you can run you can run this twice. Okay, I've already maxed it out. I'm already at the max for the one. It's really easy. You can just sweep it. That's all you need to do. But I would like to see them to put it inside of Woo, but it's not in here as of yet. They've got the coins and the XP and the Power Realm and the Wisdom Realm, but they don't have that one. So hopefully they'll put it in here sometime, and we'll be able to sweep it. But until then, you just need to make sure that you do stop into the story screen and run it. If you're wondering where to get the inlays at, that's the really the best place to get them. Okay, that's pretty much it. Everything else is running along as fine. I'm going to go ahead and hop off, jump onto my tablet this evening, knock everything out for this evening. But I did want to post a video because the Judgment scale was up. And I wanted to make everybody to hit that lucky secret treasure and make sure that they sweep that 3 times, because if you do not sweep that, if you do not set it up in Woo or manually go do it afterwards, you won't be able to get the 5 happy coins. That's 5 free pulls on this. Okay, this is good stuff. Okay, 5 pulls is going to get you, you're generally going to get something. Like I actually hit one of these. It's only one, but it's the fragment that I can use on either one. And there's some really good stuff in here. Okay, so I would definitely use it. But you know, it's 5 free pulls. It's a chance, you know, if you get really, really, really lucky and hit a 30, you can actually make it. Okay, so that's why I say get those, you know, make sure that you do it. But if you miss it, you can't extra sweep it. The most you can get a day is 6. That's the max. So if you miss a day and only get 3, tough luck. Okay, you're not going to be able to get happy coins. Every 3 days you have to do the maximum 3 sweeps to get the 6. You get 3 regular runs, 3 sweeps for a total of 6. Okay, Woo will do that for you if you set it up. If you don't, it sticks at 0. But you have to add it manually because it costs diamonds. I think it's 600 diamonds. So as you calculate it in, it has to put the diamonds. But that doesn't set it like that by default because, you know, it's not going to, you know, it wants to make sure that you're choosing to do the diamonds. Okay, so you have to manually go in and set it. Okay, once you set it, you're good to go. Make sure after the event that you probably should take it away. I don't really see the need to run 3 extra sweeps inside of it after you've, you know, if it's not useful for an event. It just doesn't give you that much rewards. The only reason I'm doing it is to get the 5 happy coins so I can get 5 rolls in this very, very, very heavily loaded with a bunch of good stuff board. So, but yeah, I would take it away after it's over. But do set that up or you won't be able to get it. Okay. That's all I got. Just wanted to do a quick vid on that. We'll do another video like 3 or 4 days since we got the new events up. I'm expecting this, like I said, I'm expecting to see some festival events here pretty soon. 9-day events, you know, and hopefully get good stuff. We'll have to see. Maybe this holiday season they might have something good for us. We'll have to see what comes up. Maybe a chance to get a bunch of shards for something or something, you know, for one of the characters or something like that. Maybe give us a chance to get some stars on a divine tool would be nice, but seriously don't think that's going to happen. All right, so again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe, and once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you click on that bell, you get notified each time we drop a video. This is Kenrir coming at you from the corner, signing out.